What made early radio equipment so complex? Imagine trying to send a message across miles without wires, using only invisible waves. That was the challenge early radio pioneers faced, and it made their equipment incredibly intricate. Early radio devices had to generate radio waves, which are a type of electromagnetic wave, with very primitive tools. The first transmitters used spark gap technology, which involved batteries, capacitors, and metal sparks. These sparks created radio signals by releasing electrical charges across a gap, but they were loud, noisy, and only good for Morse code signals. The equipment needed large antennas to send signals because the sparks didn't produce very strong waves. Plus, the spark gap generated ozone, which is a corrosive gas, and required constant manual adjustments to keep working properly. On the receiver side, early detectors like the coherer used tiny metal filings that clumped together when radio waves hit them. When this happened, the device would conduct electricity, indicating a signal. But the filings would stick and had to be physically tapped to reset. Later detectors used chemical reactions with acids, which meant handling dangerous chemicals and carefully biasing the devices with batteries. These detectors were fragile, bulky, and needed regular maintenance, making continuous operation tricky. Then came vacuum tubes in the 1920s. These tubes could amplify weak signals, making radio more practical. But they needed to be heated with filaments, often powered by batteries or complicated power supplies. Radios now had multiple tubes for different tasks like amplification, oscillation, and detection. Each tube had to be carefully tuned and powered to work right. The Superheterodyne receiver, invented in the 1920s, improved radio's ability to pick out specific signals. It added more circuits for converting signals to a fixed frequency, which meant more parts and more tuning. All these components, large coils, tuning circuits, and multiple batteries, made early radios heavy and cumbersome. Operators had to understand how to adjust the tuning knobs, replace worn-out parts, and interpret signals, which was not simple. From a transportation and communication point of view, these early radio systems were a big leap forward. They turned primitive sparks and fragile detectors into more reliable electronic devices. The evolution from simple spark transmitters to complex vacuum tube radios was a huge step in making wireless communication practical. It took a lot of inventiveness and effort to solve the many technical challenges, but these innovations paved the way for the modern radio broadcasting we enjoy today.